Like,
and in the look, it was
don't
just...
even think about it.
Yeah. Because I remember standing up and going, that didn't count,
Yes.
that didn't count.
It
4
makes
years.
me sound like we had the time of our lives. Hi everyone, welcome to the Gold Standard. I'm your girl, Lisa Leslie.
And I'm Kelley O'Hara, and this is a show where we talk about all women's sports at the Paris Olympics.
KO, excuse our voice first of all, because we've had a time in Paris and we are back.
We went on a full send for the last 48 hours, that's for sure.
We said, let's go to Paris, and we went.
I said, let's go to Paris. And you said, okay, let's go to Paris.
Let's go to Paris. The best idea ever. Girls trip, and it went so well.
It was a full-on girls trip, watching our girls win gold.
Okay, so first we got to start off with soccer.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Huge. Oh my God. It was so fun. What was your first soccer game?
It was my first soccer game ever.
Can you guys believe this?
Well, I mean, other than watching my kids
Well,
play.
yeah, professional.
Yeah.
And it was an Olympic gold medal match.
The Olympic gold medal match. And the US won 1-0, you guys. But I know you already know that. But the fun part is the experience.
Yeah. What'd you
Being
think?
in the stadium. And I think the part that got me is the same thing even when I was a player. The chanting of like USA, that loud is so inspiring, hearing all of our fans cheering for us.
Yeah.
And then the women they played their hearts out. I almost felt like the ref, is there more than, how many refs are out there? Because I feel like I saw the same woman like in every spot making all the calls.
Yes.
How many are there?
There's a center ref. So she's the one on the field running around with the players.
Okay.
But in a different dress or like uniform.
Yes.
And then there's two sideline refs, so they're the assistant referees. So one is on one sideline for one half of the field and the other's on the other. And that they call like corner, goal kick, which way a throw-in goes, and then offside.
Okay,
and fouls.
Okay, let's talk offside. Is it offside or offsides?
It's you were offside, so it's offside.
Okay, you're offside.
Yes.
And so the offside, are we just eyeing offside, or do the players know based on the lines on the field they're offside?
No, it's based on your visual. Like as a player, it's based on visually what you can see and like interpret essentially. But now, so it used to be that the assistant referee had to keep the line right. They were moving up and down with the back line because.
Why can't they just do it like in real football, like American football, with the people on the side with the stick that goes like if you go past the stick, you're off? Because
offside is you can't be past the second to last player on the opposing team in their defensive half. Does that make sense?
I don't know. I'm confused.
You're too tired. We're going to explain this later.
Okay.
I'm going to explain it later to you, but yes. So, and then there's a fourth referee.
My last question though, does the average fan watching know when a player's offside, or you just trust that when the official calls that, it's just like, it's like calling travel?
I like to think that the average fan thinks that they know what they're talking about, and in whatever their team needs, it's that. Whereas the referee, and it is hard to call, but that's why we have VAR now, which is video assistant referee.
Oh, like AI.
Yes. So
AI in soccer.
So now it's actually based on like you can see it. There's 4 people in a booth looking and watching. So it's not in the moment you have to make the call. They can go back and watch the footage.
So when we saw Brazil score, they were offside.
Correct.
And so therefore, that goal didn't count.
That goal didn't count. Do you know what was so funny? I was thinking about it when we got home today, and I was like, wait. I was trying to remember the game, you know, because it was just like, I feel like it was a blur. And I was like, Brazil did score, because I remember standing up and going, that didn't count.
Yes.
That didn't count to Brazil fans.
No. I loved it.
Oh my God.
It was such an amazing experience. It will not be my last soccer.
Good.
Sure.
Yeah. No, it was incredible. It was so fun to be there. I shout out US Soccer. They hooked us up. They got our whole group. We were rolling kind of deep, so we had our whole group in the friends and family section. Great spot.
But tell me this. Okay, so we saw that Trinity scored over the time of the Olympics 3 goals.
Yes.
Smith scored 3 goals.
And then Mal scored 4.
And Mal scored 4.
Yeah.
Was that our espresso group?
That's our triple espresso.
Triple espresso
Shout
was
out.
hot.
You know what? I never lined up. I said I was going to line up 3 espresso shots and rip all 3 just in honor of our girls, but that didn't happen.
There's still time.
Yeah, true. Probably tomorrow. Honestly, I'm going to need it.
Yeah. But they were amazing. The women's team, and then shout out to Crystal Dunn. Her defense was.
Oh my God.
They were just. It was so fun.
It was. It was so fun.
Talk about the party after, because the party was
1,000%. But I will say this: when it comes to the game, it was, to me, it was a battle of like. It wasn't the prettiest game. It wasn't the best soccer. It was hard to. I was saying to people, I felt better there watching it than I did at home, sitting like alone or with people just like watching on TV and not being able to do or experience or like feel the energy. Whereas there, you're in the crowd and I could feel it. And I don't know, I wasn't as like stressed or nervous being there than I was watching at home. But it was just like, I think it would have looked a lot different if the players had more rest. Was it the most beautiful soccer? No, but the reality is like, we did exactly what we needed to do, and we got gold. And that's in championship matches. That's all that matters. It's like execute.
You gotta win ugly sometimes.
Yeah, and these girls did, and I'm so proud of them. It was my favorite part of the whole trip was hugging everybody at the after party. Like it was just, it made me so happy to see these girls with gold medals, and they deserve it. I mean, I feel like did everything they needed to do.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And whose birthday was it?
Sophia's
birthday. So she had a little birthday.
She had a little birthday party at that party. So listen, what do we do? We recorded on Friday, bombed to the airport. We got out against a hurricane.
We got out.
We woke up
Saturday
in Paris and
hit the ground running.
Yeah. And then they won. We got to see the gold medal ceremony, which was really awesome. But yeah, no, but you know what? My voice, the USA chants. As soon as I got there, I was like, we got to get USA chants going. And as soon as I tried to start one, and I was like, oh, it's going to be a long 48 hours, and recording on Monday is going to be tough.
Yeah, it's all right. We made it.
Yeah, at least I'm actually making noise out of my
back. All right.
From my
congratulations
voice.
to you.
Yeah, shout out. That was huge. Oh, wait, Alyssa Nair. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, the goalkeeper is phenomenal.
I mean,
no, how come people are speaking about her like she's the best in the world?
Because I think she is this year.
Is that now or in the history of like U.S. women's soccer?
I think that people are probably, the conversation is around like, could you say that Alyssa Nair is the best keeper that we've ever had? And I think that there's a lot of evidence to say yes to that. And not just, I'm saying within U.S. soccer, the history of U.S. soccer. And I think for me, I'm like, Alyssa Nair needs to be winning goalkeeper of the year.
So, okay, let me just ask you this. Looking ahead.
Yeah.
Even though we're going to talk about 2028 a little later, but when you think about the young espresso.
Triple espresso
group.
The young espresso.
The young espressos. I changed their whole name. The triple espressos.
It's espresso.
Espresso.
There's no
Oh my God. I don't drink coffee. The triple espressos.
Yeah, there you go. Nailed it. What's up? What about
the future? What are we talking about?
Oh, I mean, I am so excited as a fan and a former player. I'm like, I feel like we are in really good hands with Emma Hayes and with this group of players. Like this team, there's so many young players that are already playing beyond their years. And it's just, the future is bright. I will say that for sure. Yeah. It's going to be espresso. It's going to be really fun. This team's going to be really, really fun to watch moving forward, and the lead up to 2027. That's basically the next thing on the calendar when it comes to like a major tournament. And it'll be fun to see how they evolve over these next 3 years.
Yeah. All right. Good. We can't wait.
Okay, let me hear what your thoughts on the party.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I gotta just say, Lisa brought it on the dance floor at the soccer party. Yeah, girl, I feel like you got out there, you were like, oh, you owned that thing.
Well, I love, listen, I'm not, no, you know, I don't drink, but me dancing
you love
like,
to dance.
I love to dance.
Yeah.
And the little soccer players, they're so tall. They're like little teacups. They're adorable, though. And they have the moves.
Or triple espresso or little teacups.
They are small. You guys are so small. All the soccer players are like 5'5".
Team's fun, huh?
But they were so much fun. Good time. I enjoyed it. It was an amazing time. They were so welcoming. They took pictures with me. I have pictures with everybody. Trinity let me wear her gold medal. They were so sweet and very appreciative that I was there, which was nice.
Yeah.
Didn't have to be.
It's fun to have like the crossover between sports, you know?
Yeah, they're like, and then I told Dawn Staley to come.
Dawn came.
And then Trinity's like, oh my God, why are you here? She's like, I mean that in a good way. Like, thank you so much, you know?
Yeah, totally.
So, like, they were so thankful and happy that we were there. It was epic.
Yeah.
What a moment. I'll never forget. And I'm truly a new fan of women's soccer. So I will be there.
Ooh, got a new fan.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to get you a Triple Espresso fan club shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, totally need to do that.
Yeah. Time out.
What?
How late did you stay out on
Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Oh, Saturday?
Oh, Saturday, yeah.
Saturday, I gave you guys the, I'm going to go back to the room. And that was at 4 a.m.
Mm.
Yeah. But you came back sunrise?
We came back to the hotel. We journeyed through the city, walked all the way back to the hotel, and then somehow scrounged up some burgers.
Ew, at like 5:30?
Yeah, and they were pretty terrible.
Amazing? Oh, they were terrible?
Oh, they were terrible, but like it was the best. It was so necessary. It was literally survival mode at that point.
Yeah. No,
And
I
then
don't feel like
we
I
went,
ate much.
And then we went to the Eiffel Tower and watched the sunrise.
Wow.
And then we came back and went to bed at 8.
See, I'm a girls. I did the girls trip. I was spontaneous
No, you
and
did.
I went.
Yeah, but you had, this is a
4
thing.
a.m. I was like, okay.
But this is the thing, you had plans for Sunday.
I did, and you didn't.
And we did not. Our plans for Sunday was wake up and assess the damage.
Yes. Saturday was a day. We had so much fun.
Speaking of your plans on Sunday, that was basketball.
Yes.
3:30 p.m. So
let's go.
You got up. You were awake. You made it.
I made it, man.
But
okay, so I got back to the room at 4 and set my alarm for 12 because I had to be ready at like
perfect amount of time.
Perfect amount of time. Get up at 12, be ready to catch, meet up with my group at 2. Alarm was set for Monday. So
it was,
it was set for Monday.
God, because you said it because it was 4 in the morning, so you set it for the next day.
So it's set for the next day.
Ooh, rookie mistake.
But you know what happens when you're such a prayerful child. My eyes popped open at 12:23 and I was like, 12:23? What the heck? Bro, I was shook for a moment.
Oh my God.
But that's what happens when you stay out.
But thank goodness you knew. Your body knew.
My body knew.
You needed to be at that game.
If I would have slept.
Can you imagine?
Through the gold medal game.
Can you imagine?
I cannot.
You wouldn't have lived that down. All right, so that was a game.
That was a whole.
Give me, because I was watching at a bar.
Right.
And I
needed a drink, put it that way.
I think we all
stressed. So we're at the game, gold medal round. We're like, okay, France is a strong team, not as strong as the USA.
Yeah.
Dawn's giving out predictions like they're going to win by 18, 19 points. And I'm like, I don't think so. I knew that it was going to be a close game because the home crowd, like the feeling they looked like they were ready. They're good defenders. They're not the best shooting team.
Correct, yeah.
Thank God. Because when I tell you, we had almost 12 or 13 turnovers at halftime. That's like what the U.S. team averaged over a game.
Yeah.
They missed probably 10, 12 layups. And they were so rushed. But the physicality of France really ruffled our feathers, for lack of a better word. I thought our team got really rushed. And then what happens? Well, you got to remember, this USA team has only been together for 21 days, maybe. They're not a well-oiled machine like some of the teams of the past. So because they don't have a lot of time together, we're expecting like magic to happen. And because they beat so many other teams, we're thinking they're going to win in that way. But what happens
this whole time they've made it look easy.
Right. But what happens is in this type of moment is that people go to their normal, like what they're used to doing, right? Where it's like we're under pressure. U.S. falls down by 10. I think it was 25-35 the start of the second half.
That was...
And you're like, we have not scored a 1 point since halftime. And what happens? Players start to go one-on-one because and it's not their fault necessarily, but you start to go, let me just go get a bucket for us. You're trying to be helpful, but in fact, it turns out worse because one-on-one is not what you want to do internationally. And so that's really what happened to us. I thought Asia was simply outstanding. Not anyone's best game, but she dug down deep. We saw her heart and her effort. She blocked this one block she had. The one block she had, I thought she jumped over another teammate to block this shot. Like she almost like tore a ligament. Like she had to block this shot. But Kelley O'Hara did such an amazing job with that pressure defense on the outside. And when you pressure a shooter that close, what are you saying? You're going to have to, you can't shoot this 3, but you got to drive around me. And I'm hoping that someone helps me. That was like the perfect play there because you're relying on your help defense and Asia rotated amazingly. Beyond that, it was the worst game. I think that the U.S. women's team has had in the eight Olympic gold medals games that we've ever had. But guess what? All you need to do is win by one.
And man, what a finish.
And that's
the
all
ending
they won
was
by
just,
one.
That was crazy.
I'm still stressed about it.
You're stressed about it. I think that I watching from, my at a bar, which like tell you anything, I felt like Copper really helped change the momentum in the second half. Yeah. Like I think that she had a big impact on that game.
The biggest surprise for me, and this is just me as a fan on the side, I thought they would have put Diana Taurasi in probably in that first half. In the second quarter or first half, whatever, did they play halves, I think, in the Olympics? But Diana Taurasi, just to settle the group down, just for a huddle and say, take a deep breath. Yes. Let's calm down. Let's try to get to the basket, use a few pump fakes, and let's get a foul. Slow the game down a little bit. Let's get to the foul line. But, I'm not the coach. She didn't get in. I thought Brittany Griner came in at a good time. She scored 2 buckets, I think, maybe possibly in a row. And then she missed her third shot, and then she didn't play again. So some of the things, it's just, again, we're on the outside looking in.
Totally. It's like Emma not subbing.
Yeah, it's tough.
It worked out, though.
And it worked out.
And that's
win by one, get the gold.
That's all you need.
The legacy continues.
Yeah, thank God.
The dynasty continues.
Oh, that would have been tough.
But let me say this.
What?
The next Olympics, 2028.
Yes.
In LA.
Yes.
We're going to have to make some changes.
You think? What do you, in what way?
Our USA team's going to need way more time together if we were trying to be guaranteed to get gold. And I just had this thought. This is just my thought, not anyone else's. Maybe the USA team should put together like a USA team that plays against some colleges.
Okay.
And then tunes up against the WNBA. Like, for example, the LA Sparks could play Team USA. And then somehow the Olympians need to be together. But what would happen? So let's just say Asia Wilson, who plays for Vegas, would then possibly be with the USA team. And then she wouldn't return to them until after the Olympics. Now, the big question is who's going to pay for that? That's where the genius is.
So I guess what's different about USA basketball and US soccer, like we train consistently throughout the year, every single year. Whereas what you're saying is
train,
but you're saying play games.
Yes.
You guys don't have a lot of international competition and or just games together.
Because you're doing it in pockets.
Yeah.
And because the WNBA season interrupts that, all of the players disperse. And so when they get back together, you're only having 20-something odd days.
Got it. So what you want ahead of 2028 is have them be together consistently leading into the Olympics.
Yes, like Team USA versus any of the WNBA teams against any of the colleges, like we did. Our team, so in 95, we went 60, we won 52 games prior to the Olympics. 52-0. That's how we entered the Olympics. Then we won the 8 games to win gold. So we finished 60-0.
Okay.
I'm just saying that somehow that USA team, I think in order for us to be guaranteed to win gold, we'll have to have at least 30, 40 games under their belt so that they become...
Because this specific group had 2, 3?
Not many.
That's crazy to really think about.
Yeah, and try to win a gold.
Hats off to them. That to me speaks to just how good individually these players are, and then as a collective, just how dominant they are.
They are amazing. And people can't understand the pressure they're under.
That's crazy.
In fact, when I hugged Asia, she was crying.
Aww.
And it's just so much pressure because our country is like, bring home the gold or don't come back.
The expectation is gold.
It's high.
Yeah, especially with the run that they've had and
it's high, man. So.
And I being, again, I'm soccer, not basketball, but I've been in there and I've been in the position of having these expectations, but me watching basketball, I'm like, well, they're going to win. So why even play the game? But that's why we play the game. And that's why I watch because it makes it so exciting because anything can happen on any given day and it's never guaranteed and you better show up and you better be able to grind to win. And that's what
Think about Gabby. Take one step back and that's a 3. Where are we going?
Yeah, we're silver.
We're silver.
It's crazy.
But guess what?
We're not.
We'll never know what we have done to be
What is it? One team, one goal.
One country, one team, one goal,
one gold.
Yeah. You still don't got it. What was your favorite moment?
My favorite moment was hugging all
Hugging out.
My old teammates and a lot of the staff. I got to see a lot of the staff that I, used to, or was on was with the team when I was there. And it's just, the staff works so hard during these tournaments, and by the end, they're just like so exhausted. Obviously the players are too, but you don't see all the work that the staff puts in. And so just hugging all of them, and I was like, how are you doing? They're like, we're just happy we made it. It's over. So it was fun seeing them. And then, I think the night bike rides and the little adventures around Paris, that's the city. Time. It's just, Paris is one of the most incredible cities in the world.
My favorite moments was definitely literally meeting the athletes up close. Yeah. Getting a chance to talk to them, talking to Trinity. Yeah. Her being so kind, letting me wear her medal. Meeting Sha'carri Richardson was really cool. She was very genuine and sweet. Beautiful. Her skin was so pretty, but she was just so real. She was just nice. Yeah. I guess sometimes when people meet us, it's like they get in awe of wow, how nice we are, kind, or taking pictures.
Well, you hope you see these people on TV, you see how they, carry themselves and that sort of thing, and you hope that they're that way in person, but you don't know until you meet them, and then they end up being that and beyond, and it's like.
So this is funny. She was telling that Dawn had asked her, why did you look at that girl like that when you were running?
Tell me that. That was my favorite. That was one of my favorite moments of the Olympics.
And so she's like, oh, no, don't ask me because that's the other girl. I describe myself that way. It's almost like, how Beyonce has Sasha Fierce?
Oh, the other girl. And then I'm
I call mine the Wonder Woman effect. I'm so funny and kind of dingy and silly. Yeah. Right? But on the court, that girl's not nice.
Yeah, no.
And I feel like she said it the same way, her, don't ask me about her. That's not me. Yeah. But it was so we were no, but what are you thinking? She was like, girl, not today.
Yeah. This isn't your race.
This is not going to happen. You're not about to beat me, And I was like, yes, she's trash talking her, but in her head, 100%. She's like, this is my race.
Yeah. And in the look, it was
don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Not today. I love that.
No, it was so
Wasn't
good.
That sweet?
And I love it. That's the other girl. I love that.
The other girl.
Yeah. Don't ask me that.
Don't ask me about her. Yeah. Because she's.
I feel like we all are that way.
That.
I had a different personality on the field.
That was so sweet. So thanks, Sha'carri, for sharing with us.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Yeah. Aw. We got to meet Alona Mar. She came to the soccer party. Yes. That was fun.
And she was really cool too.
Yeah, so cool. And then she was on the flight home. Went through customs together.
We were together.
It's just,
We took our last selfie. Yeah, that last selfie looks how we were feeling, but it's all good.
I think we were all passed out on that plane over. All right. Paris 2024 is a wrap. Honestly, exceeded all my expectations watching from home here. And it was so fun. The last 2 weeks was just to be a fan, have it on every single day, consume so much sports and so many moments and see these things play out in real time and the drama and the excitement and the just energy. And then to go over and be able to experience the last weekend actually there. I don't know. It was just kind of the perfect way to do it.
You know what else I really liked? I actually loved how a lot of the women were really sharing their spiritual journey also. I saw that with Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. I love that she's always giving God praise. Yeah. I just think, it's interesting because it doesn't always work out for everyone. Everybody's not bringing home a gold. No. Everybody's not bringing home a medal. But to have gold, silver, or bronze is a medal and you're one of the best athletes in the world. Yeah. It says a lot. Looking forward to 2028, the pressure's on. I think the pressure's on us.
You think?
Because we're home. Yeah, absolutely. We have to be at our best.
Yeah.
And that is pressure, but it's going to be a good pressure because one thing I can say, I played in the Atlanta Olympics.
Yeah, last time it was in the U.S.
And I can tell you.
Did you feel that pressure?
Yeah, you feel the pressure, but you also feel the love and the support. Just like the French, having the French crowd cheering for you is an added boost, right? There is nothing like having a stadium and an arena filled with Americans chanting USA.
I know. LA 2028, baby.
LA all day.
LA all day. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be sick. But this didn't disappoint, and I'm sad it's over, but you know what? We got another one in 4 years.
Sound like we had the time of our lives. And then
Hey, but also,
this way before.
Paralympics are up.
Nobody
End
keeps
of the
baby
month.
in the corner.
Paralympics are up end of the month.
Oh, Paralympics,
I'm stoked for that.
yes.
So we all need to turn up
We
for
have
that
to
too.
tune in.
Yeah.
Paralympics is gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be amazing. That's a wrap on the gold standard. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We've had a blast covering
We had too much fun.
all of this Olympics. It's been so fun. Till next time, LL.
Till next time, KO. And we out.
Bye.